Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still tripping over the fact I saw a fire tornado. Like, that might not be new for some of y'all, but for me, I'm still like, what else could, like, possibly happen? And we're only in January of 2025. Like, a fire tornado, bro. I'm still like dumbfounded. But anyway, man, you know how we do this. Question everything. You should. And remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's get to it.
Yo, this is a driverless Uber. It's coming to pick me up. Dude, there it is. Oh my goodness, I'm getting it. Dude, I can't. Where are you going? Oh my gosh, this driverless Uber just came to my apartment to pick me up. Dude, I can't do it. I gotta call mama. Okay, so I unlocked the door with my phone.
Y'all getting in that transformer? I'd probably cancel it. That's just me though.
Oh my god. Okay. This is lit, dude. Like, dude, I'm so bougie. Look at this. Hey, Brittany. Good afternoon. Okay, so I just clicked start crying. It's gonna take me to the airport.
Hello, from Waymo.
It just locked. Oh my, no. Oh, y'all chill out, dude. It's Travis. What? Oh, in the name of Jesus, I just anoint this. Jesus, literally take the wheel, Lord. Take the wheel. Jesus. In the name of Jesus. Yo, how does this thing?
All the driving. So please don't touch the steering or pedals.
This is the future. I'm calling my dad.
Speak to a rider support agent at any time. In the rare case of an emergency, please keep your seatbelt fastened and
Oh, I gotta put my seatbelt on. Of course.
Connected to rider support. This call may.
Okay, so it doesn't take freeways, so yeah, it's pretty slow. I wish this thing went on the freeway, but it doesn't. So it's okay. Lord Jesus is gonna get me to this airport on time in Jesus' name. I would only take this thing if I have all day. Like, yeah, I literally live so close to the airport. But this thing, it doesn't go on freeways, so I just got stuck behind a train. And it literally goes to the speed limit. Like, I'm alive, guys. I made it to the airport. Hallelujah. Yo, this is a driverless.
I'm not saying that I'm not receptive to technology and its advancements and everything like that, but yeah, I just need a little more time. That's what it is. It's like a relationship. I just need some space. I need some space and some more time to think about this thing because I don't want to move too fast. That's what it is. It's not me. It's it. It's not me, it's it. And I don't want to move too fast. That's what it is. Yeah.
Why is this happening to me on a Monday? I'm in a Waymo car.
Connected to rider support. This call may be recorded for quality assurance.
This car is just going in circles.
Mike Johns recorded this video from the backseat of a Waymo driverless rideshare vehicle when he says it began to drive erratically. Johns was in Scottsdale, Arizona, and ordered the self-driving car to take him to the airport. When the video shows, it started driving in circles.
Couldn't happen to me. And oh, it did happen to me. Is this a prank? By the third, fourth loop, we got a problem. So I end up hearing them contact me in the car.
Hi there, Mike. This is Gab. I'm calling from Waymo support. I'm just calling because I received a notification that your car might be experiencing some routing issue. Please bear with me.
Some routing issue? Man, this thing making circles and I'm dizzy. What do you mean routing issues, bro? Man, fam, no, ain't no way. I'd have been trying to roll the window down, trying to pick out where's the spot I'm gonna jump out at. Like no, it's no. Why is no routing issue? Yeah, it's a routing. It's a circle issue.
Me while I am...
Yeah, I got a flight to catch. Why is this thing going in a circle? I'm getting dizzy. Look at what it's doing.
I understand. I'm really, really sorry, Mike. We're currently working with the situation of the vehicle. Is it circling around a parking lot, right?
It's circling around a parking lot. I got my seatbelt on. I can't get out the car. Has this been hacked? What's going on? I feel like I'm in the movies.
John says a Waymo representative guided him to open up the app, and the support team ultimately fixed the error. Johns was able to catch his flight, which was delayed.
If you have your app pulled up, I need you to tap My Trip in the lower left corner of your app.
Can't you just do it? You should be able to handle it. Take over the car. You don't need my phone.
I don't have an option to control the car.
Oh,
Mike,
my
I'm really so
gosh.
sorry about this.
Well, can you stop this car?
Over. I am trying
My
to pull
goodness.
it over right now. Apologies.
A spokesperson for Waymo told CNN that the delay...
What do you mean you don't have control of the car? Oh, so what if my phone went dead en route? I'd still be making circles, you telling me right now? Where's the police at? Put the spike strips down. Do something. Stop the vehicle, bro.
lasted just over 5 minutes. That Johns was not charged for the trip, and what they described as a software glitch has been resolved.
It's the future of where things are going, so I'm definitely a part of that. And I thought, hey, this would be a cool experience, but it wasn't.
Du jour bags. Is that what we're calling them now? You know, the whole situation going on pretty much up and down the whole East Coast. Now I'm going to tell you what I dug up, but I'm going to have to speak in code throughout this whole video. And by the end of this, I'm sure you'll understand why. And as always, this is for entertainment purposes only, because I know absolutely nothing. I'm just making this stuff up. All right, now they actually tell you what's going on with this whole thing in not so many words. And you got to look for the clues. And this right here is a big one. Now, why would they say that the Pentagon would be embarrassed? Well, now these things have been recorded all over the place and by many different sources. And if you look at the time-lapse video of these things flying by, you'll notice a certain pattern. They're basically making a grid out of the sky, which is exactly what they do when they're searching for something. And what are they searching for? Well, back in 2022, a man from Japan with some interesting ties was busted trying to trade some party favors for giant bottle rockets. Well, that court case ended 3 days ago, where that man was found guilty of not only that, but also some other things. In fact, in this court case, this man admitted that he brought in some material-grade kryptonite right into the port of New York. Now, I don't know about you, but if that was happening right underneath my nose, I'd be pretty embarrassed about it too. I'd also be trying to find that material as quick as possible and without anybody knowing. Oh, and if you're wondering about the drones, about the size of a car, people are saying, right?
Systems that can do many of the jobs that soldiers or Marines could do without risking a human and without further loading down the individual soldier or the individual Marine.
Breaking news in the Bronx we've been telling you about. There it is, a massive 5-alarm fire burning at an apartment building in the Allerton section.
The FDNY telling us it started on the top floor. As you can see, it is burning right through the roof. Close to 50 units have so far responded with about 200 firefighters. We're told the wind is making things difficult for them to put it out.
Now, we know at least 3 people have been hurt, 2 firefighters and 1 civilian. The fire is along Wallace Avenue, and Kirsten Cole is on the scene right now. She's getting as many details as possible, and she's going to bring us a live report coming up at the top of the hour. Breaking news.
It's the scary thing about the city, man. The buildings be so close together, bro. There's nothing for several buildings on a strip or a block to catch fire, bro. They just so close together, man. Will somebody wake me up from this dream? What is happening right now? Like, this is a dream that just won't end.
This app's going away, so I'm going to say whatever I want to say. So, California wildfires, right? insurance companies were canceling insurance plans for folks, and basically making it impossible for them to get covered during this natural disaster. They took away fire protection, and they were also canceling, just full on canceling policies, which I thought was absolutely crazy. But I thought, well, yeah, you know, it's giant corporations are going to do what they do. What I found more interesting that I think you should know is that the California state government has stepped in and said, you can't do that to your customers. You know, it's a breach now. They signed into law like that you have to keep the policies with the folks. Why is it that an American government can step in to a corporate entity and tell them what to do, which they do with a lot of things, but this one is particular. This one is insurance. If they can do that with home insurance, why can't they do that with healthcare, with health insurance? Why can't they force these companies to be realistic? I don't understand. And it's not all with the insurance companies with healthcare. It's more.
Seems like sometimes you feel like, or it seems like they pick and choose, right? It feels exactly like that to us. Like, make it make sense.
With the hospitals and the things that they charge. I want to tell you a brief story, and then I'm going to shut up. In October of this past year, I was in a pretty bad motorcycle accident. I was hospitalized for 2 days, and during that time, someone walked into my room and told me I shouldn't get surgery there. I should wait to get surgery in my hometown. That person, for them to walk into my room, because I got a charge for this, for them to walk into my room and tell me that, they did absolutely no sort of consultation with me. You know, there wasn't like a huge review. Obviously, they looked at my stuff, but for them to walk into the room and talk to me, that was $207 just for them to review my chart and tell me it's not a good option. Those are the kind of things that are just eating away at, you know, every American's pocket. So anywho, that's where I stand today. This app's going.
It's kind of like when you go to a restaurant, you know, you got to be careful and mindful when you go to a restaurant because they add all of these like weird and suspicious charges to your bill, certain taxes. You be like, what tax is this? Like, this ain't even part of the gratuity. Like, what is this? Like, I think I saw on somebody's tab one time it said an Atlanta tax. What? Why am I? Yeah, so it feels like that with medical now. You gotta like look at and get a breakdown of everything. And when you see everything that's nitpicky that they charged you for and did, and like he said, somebody walking in the room said a few words, it's $200. $200 right there. You're like, man, you could have, I don't know, man. Like, would it have been cheaper for you to just write it down on a chart somewhere and I just happen to see it? Like, something else where we ain't got to be in contact, so I ain't got to pay this? Just for no reason.
Hey, yo, California is burning. And Biden just offered cash assistance to those in California affected or impacted by the fires. Now, in this case, he wants to give you cash assistance equal to baby formula, things of that nature. They didn't act as fast in North Carolina. They didn't act as fast in Florida. But boy, are they looking out for their voting base in California. You can go to disasterassistance.gov to get a cash assistance payment. Okay. So the party that is a disaster is offering disaster assistance. They need it for themselves.
And why do they never expand? Because the math really not math.
So this has been my question for decades. I live in Orlando, Florida, and in Central Florida we have I think it's called Washington Park Cemetery. If you black and you live in Orlando, Florida, you know exactly which cemetery I'm talking about. And this cemetery is where most of the black people here are being buried. What I want to know is that plot of land has been the same size since I was a child. And millions upon millions upon millions of people are supposedly buried over there. It's like when they dig a hole in the ground, is there a portal to another realm that these bodies are going to? Because ain't no way that they burying people 6 feet under in that cemetery. They got to have caskets on top of caskets on top of caskets by now. Can somebody help me understand this? Because this has baffled my mind for decades. Like, where are all these people's bodies actually going?
See, now I'm invested. Because I go to Orlando a pretty good bit. But I've never heard of this place. I've never heard of this being talked about. But now I'm invested. Again, I'm invested in something else. And I want to know, I want to go here, I want to look and see the actual plot of land to see what she's talking about. You got questions, man. I don't know if they think we dumb or stupid or something like that, but you can't get too many stuff past us like that, bro. What are y'all doing? Y'all stacking them on top of each other? Are they really going in the ground? Are y'all doing some type of Kansas City shuffle? What's going on here?
Y'all, I almost don't even want to say anything. But it needs to be said. Is it just me? Or if you think something, it's a thought. Right after you have that thought, you get an email or you scrolling on Instagram and all of a sudden that thought is on your phone?
Yep, done tossed that phone out of my hand several times. Several times it's done got me. Got me several times, bro, to where I've literally thrown the phone out my hand and just let it sit by a wall somewhere or wherever it lands for like a little while. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, you can't go too long without your phone, but it sat there for a good couple minutes while I reevaluated my life and what was going on in it, for sure.
Let me tell you what happened. So I was putting a chain on Mason before he went to school. And the brand of the chain, I read with my eyes. I read it. I did not voice it. I did not say nothing. I put it on him. And I promised after I dropped him off at school that I came home and I was on Instagram scrolling. Why was the chain on a sponsor? I went, come on now. All of a sudden the airplane. Because now that I want to talk about it, all of a sudden a helicopter right here at my head, they don't want me to say anything. Because ain't nobody speaking on this. Why did Instagram have a sponsor of that chain? And I got an email from I don't understand. It was a thought. I just thought this. Am I the only one having those issues? I can see if you know how sometimes when we start talking about something, we start talking about pies. Yeah, who gonna make the pies for Thanksgiving? Yada, yada. And then it'll come up, right? They're like, oh, they listening. Okay, that's cool and everything. But now I'm thinking something and it's there. Is it just me? Is this happening to you? What is going on?
Y'all, I'm not one for a conspiracy theory, but boy, do I think I have one. So 4 days ago, I get an email from Apple that says my card declined for my 99-cent iCloud purchase. Then, 2 nights ago, I throw my phone in my bed and I'm going to watch TikTok before bed. Don't judge me. I pick up my phone. The home button didn't vibrate. The switch on the side, the silent switch, no vibration. No vibration when you type, no haptic feedback. The speakers don't work. No video will play. YouTube won't play. Nothing works. The thing starts getting slow and the microphone doesn't work. It took 45 seconds to start recording a video. I tried everything. I factory reset the damn thing. I did a network reset. I did all that I used to do on other people's phones when I worked in a phone store. Back to the iCloud payment. So I had to submit a payment for my Discover card so that it wouldn't decline. The payment took 3 days to go through. It just went through this morning. So I went and I updated my payment details, and I get an email an hour after I did that from Apple that says, you paid us. Guess what the starts working right after that? My dumb phone. Back to normal.
Hey, you ain't gotta, you know what I mean? You ain't gotta tell me, bro. Cause I feel like it's a bunch of people sitting in some type of call center or they all sitting in one big room with all these computers and dashboards and stuff like that. And they have a button that they can hit to power your phone. That's what I think. That's what I think. I don't know why I think it. That's what I think. And that's what I thought. I think they can just make your phone just stop working, stop functioning. If you don't pay your bill, if they feel like you've had it too long and they want you to upgrade, it's time for you to get this new one. Yeah, that's what I be thinking. I don't know why though.
Okay, this message is for Apple Maps and Apple Maps only. If you're on Apple Maps, just go about your business. My question is, I'm planning a destination. I'm driving. I'm going somewhere. I put it in my little beep, beep, beep. It says I'm going to be there in 44 minutes. Okay, great. Bet, right? Because I'm driving 10 miles over the speed limit the entire time. 11, maybe, if we're feeling, risky. Zoom, Danica Patrick, okay? I'm not stopping at red lights. I'm cruising. We're on the highway, whatever the case may be. I get to my destination. Still 44 minutes later. Who is calculating this? Who is deciding this? Because the speed limit is 65. And you told me I was going to be there in 44 minutes. I went 75. Why am I still there in 44 minutes? What is going on? Are you guys... You already know that I have road rage? Do you already know that I'm a psychopath? Is this calculated in? Are you tracking my driving habits? Are you reporting to my insurance company? What's going on? Someone explain to me, please. Okay, this message is...
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the maps and like the Apple or Google or what. Every time I go to try to use it, it send me to try to download something or something like that. And I'm just like, man, I don't want any upgrades I just want the app to work so I can get to my destination. Bro, you know what I mean? Nobody moves, nobody gets hurt. Like, just please give me the directions and take me to my destination. I don't want to go here and now hit update or download this or you need like, no, bro, like too much. Somebody's doing too much.
Hey, my beautiful people. So somebody asked me a question. They wanted to know, if somebody is cremated, what happens to their spirit? So when a person is cremated, their spirit is still going to be functioning. The only difference between a person cremated and a person buried is that when a person is cremated, the body has transformed into a different type of energy. So a cremated person has a better chance of making their way through the afterlife than a person who is buried, who still carries the same energy. Now, this is not to say that a cremated spirit doesn't have anything that they have to go through, but it's a little easier for them. And plus, they're not underground. But let me tell y'all a little secret about cremated spirits that you probably don't know. I know you don't know. They can tell you where you have them at. If you have them in the ocean, they show up there. If you have them in an urn sitting somewhere, they can tell you and describe where you have them sitting at. So I have the feeling that this person feels like because the spirit is cremated, they don't know anything, or y'all know how they say like the dead know nothing. Spirits that are cremated that I deal with, they are the first ones to show you where you got them at. I get a lot of people that ask me, are they happy where I put them at? And they'll tell me, and I'll tell the person, they'll describe where they're at. If they're not happy, they'll tell you where they want to be. They will describe the location. So don't sleep on being cremated. That's better than being buried. Hey, my beautiful.
I don't know why, but after that, the information, I feel like I need a shower. I feel like I need a shower after receiving it. I feel like I need to wash that off of me. I don't need to be knowing that. It don't need to be attached. I don't know why, but yeah, after this, I'm going to get a shower, bro, because I don't feel right.
It feels like, you know, remnants of the Second World War. And God. I'm from Russia, St. Petersburg, or Leningrad. It was under siege. My family is from there. It was garage, but above it was our family room, which is how the china fell through. And then in the back is kitchen, and in the kitchen, the whole refrigerator just melted down like into a tiny little thing. But our bread box survived, which is weird. So, but it's not that I'm unemotional. I just like it feels like it's a movie set. We actually came to say thank you to our house for being good to us, and we were good to it. So, kind of end of a life story here, and then another life will begin.
And I've been seeing the insensitivity that people have been displaying, bro, and it's crazy, man. You don't realize somebody just lost their whole, pretty much their whole world. You know what I mean? Everything. And this is right after the holidays, bro. We just had Christmas and New Year's. Like, that adds to more, like, the memories of what just took place. Like, come on, man. Y'all, like, it ain't, I don't even understand some of y'all.
Actually, I brought flowers with me because I do feel it's like a funeral. I don't know.
But here is some of what Governor Newsom said to me yesterday in Pacific Palisades about where we are. Governor Newsom, good to see you. Not great to see you under these circumstances. As you stand here, look around, what goes through your mind?
Well, I just complete and utter devastation. Memories, mementos, traditions, lifestyle, all of it gone.
Rebuilding, not going to be easy. We know building housing in California is not always easy. Yep. Is there red tape that you can cut through to make rebuilding here move faster? If so, what specifically is that going to look like?
We're looking at a series of executive orders. We're looking at a series of legislative pathways to absolutely focus and streamline all of that and really target. I want to do it statewide, of course. I've been working on this for years, 42 secret reforms. We've got to do more. But right now, it's focusing on the rebuild and recovery. Of course, a big part of that is...
Anybody catch that? Working on it for you. I get what he was trying to say, but bad choice of words. I don't know. Maybe he need a publicist or something. That, to me, that just didn't sound... Anybody else that kind of caught off guard by that comment?
Prepping the site, getting all the debris removal done, dealing with the hazardous waste, getting that done as quickly as possible, getting those contracts in order. At the same time, simultaneous getting the individual assistance, the small business loans and the like.
You put out a letter to DWP asking, how is it that there was no water to fight this fire in certain places? We were here, and basically these places just burned and there was nothing that could be done. Does the state have any responsibility in that? Is there more the state can do to make sure it doesn't happen again?
That's what I did. That's what the letter's about. Let's get to the bottom of it. Let's be transparent. Let's move this forward quickly. I'm not interested in the finger point. I want to know what the hell happened. And would it have mattered? I mean, let's be honest about it here. I talked to all my experts, all the firefighters I've been with. They said we could add an engine on every house in 90-mile-an-hour winds with all the pressure in the world. So you got to be realistic about that as well. But still doesn't make it right. And I want to know what went wrong so it doesn't happen again.
Any bottom line message to the people of California tonight?
Well, we care deeply about them. We have their back, and we're going to continue to come back until this is completely rebuilt.
Governor Newsom, thank you so much for the...
Strong Santa Ana winds are fueling the LA wildfires, fanning the flames, spreading them further, faster. So what are they? These are strong, warm, dry winds that happen in the colder months in a very specific area of the US. They blow west from the inland desert areas of Nevada and Utah to Southern California, gaining speed as they pass down the mountains. I'm talking speeds of between 60 to 80 miles per hour, but gusts could get up to 100 miles per hour. They can cause life-threatening weather conditions, especially in extremely dry periods, picking up embers from...
And this is why I know they've been making headway, but this is why they can't relax. This is why. because that wind can cause that blaze to get right back up to the magnitude it is, or that it's gotten to. Like, you cannot relax. You gotta stay on top of it. Even though you've made headway, you're still not out the clear.
From existing fires, spreading them far and fast, potentially igniting more. The strength of Santa Ana winds can also make fighting the flames incredibly difficult. The winds generally last a couple of days, but on rare occasions they can continue for up to a week. They get their name from the Santa Ana area of Orange County in LA, which tends to be one of the windiest areas.
So pictures of President-elect Donald Trump and Diddy are doing the rounds on social media, and people are captioning them, "Trump is going to pardon Diddy." Can Trump pardon Diddy?
He can. It is in his powers as the President of the United States. It's guaranteed by the United States Constitution. The President of the United States has powers, and it's his. It's his and alone. He don't got to ask permission. He don't got to go to his mama and them. Because the federal Constitution guarantees it, he can pardon individuals who have been convicted, not just accused, convicted of crimes federally. So yeah, he can. Do I think it's going to happen? 0.0 chance.
Has anything like that ever happened before?
Well, it's happened right now. Joe Biden actually pardoned his son. So if you looked at the fact that Hunter Biden was looking at federal charges, he was looking at tax charges, gun charges, he was
Y'all think, I was about to say Biddy. Y'all think Trump will do it? I don't see him going near that. I mean, like, what would make you want to get involved in that? It comes with too much. It's too much at risk for the I don't see him going near it. But hey, what do I know? It could potentially happen. It could. How would y'all feel? Like, because ultimately, the people having a voice and opinion on how you feel when you see something like that takes place. For example, the Hunter Biden situation. How would you feel if Trump, first day in office, he says, and I'm pardoning Diddy? How would y'all feel about that? How would what do you think the victims would feel? The alleged victims. Like, this would be crazy. I would definitely want to see everyone's response and to see what happens, how this would play out, and all types of things. Pretty interesting though.